Listen, alcohol is just out in 2024. There is a rising trend of going alcohol-free or being sober curious, and alcohol, the truth is, it's just bad for you and can famously impair your sex life. So if you're looking for another way to unwind, relax, or just have fun, I cannot recommend Via's THC gummies enough. Via has gummies for every occasion. Whether it's to improve your sleep, I love their sleep gummies. I take them everywhere. Your mood or your focus. They even have an aphrodisiac gummy called High Love to boost my arousal levels. High Love has a unique blend of cannabinoids and aphrodisiac exotic herbs that are known for their libido enhancing effects. So I've been using Via for a while now, and I absolutely love them. They're a super trusted company. They use premium hemp, natural ingredients, and they're known for their premium indoor THCA flower. All their products are made here in the US. They got quick and discreet shipping to all 50 states, so you can all enjoy them, not to worry. And also super affordable. So head over to viahemp.com and use code Emily at checkout to save 15% off your order. That's VIIAHEMP.com. Use code Emily at checkout for 15% off your order and let me know what you think. Urinary tract infections are extremely common. Around 1 in 2 women and 1 in 20 men will get a UTI in their lifetime. Plus, once you've had one UT challenge, you're way more susceptible to another in the future. That's why you just need Just Thrive's UT123. This product can actually prevent UTIs while maintaining your urinary tract health. UT123 targets both immediate and long-term relief. We've all heard to drink cranberry juice for your urinary tract, but did you know that for the full effects, you need the whole cranberry? Not just juice, but the skin, flesh, and even the seeds. Well, UT123 uses superior ingredients that utilizes the whole fruit. This supplement truly is the full package. So if you're someone who struggles with the constant urge to urinate, a burning feeling when you pee, pelvic pain, or just want to be proactive in your urinary health, Just Thrive is for you. Just Thrive is so confident you'll love their product that there is a 100% money-back guarantee on every purchase made through justthrivehealth.com. And for a limited time, you can save 20% off site-wide at justthrivehealth.com with promo code SEXWithEmily. That's justthrivehealth.com and use code SEXWithEmily for 20% off your order. You're going to love it.
Are you sure it's safe to go spelunking down here, Cordial?
Sure thing, Halbert. I've been down here plenty times.
What's that?
Oh, it's nothing. Just people setting off dynamite. You was 16 once, now you're 46. That's a 30-year difference.
It's a cave. Oh no, we're trapped. Cordial, we're gonna die.
Now just hold on a sec, Halbert. This here's the McCaffrey National Semen Cave System.
Yeah, so?
So, you dumbit, that means we can lick our way out of here. It's only 30 or 40 feet of crystallized semen to the surface.
I wasn't born yesterday, Cordial. I know we can lick our way out of here. I just can't stand the taste.
Halbert, you dumbit! Why do you think I packed a month's supply of masked sexual flavor strips? It tastes good. You can choose from 4 delicious flavors: strawberry, chocolate, mango, and watermelon.
But Cordial, I can't decide which flavor I want to try.
Don't worry, Halbert. You be down here a while. Get licking.
Masked sexual flavor strips are designed to deliciously disguise the taste of semen. In 4 exciting flavors, they're bound to get you out of the stickiest of situations. Go to sexualflavors.com today to find your flavor.
Hey, Cordial, how about we whistle while we work?
No, I don't like music. Music makes me sick in the stomach.
Oh, all right.
Look into his eyes. They're the eyes of a man obsessed by sex. Eyes that mock our sacred institutions. Bedroom eyes, they call them in a bygone day.
Hey, Emily, you got a boyfriend? Because my man E here, he just got his heart broken. He thinks you're kind of cute.
A girl's gotta have her standards. Oh my.
Do women know about shrinkage?
Isn't it common knowledge?
What do you mean, like laundry? It shrinks?
Can we not talk about sex so much?
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, it feels so good.
Being bad feels pretty good. But you know, Emily's not the kind of girl you just play with.
Listening to Sex with Emily. We're talking about sex, relationships, and everything in between. For more information about Sex with Emily, go to sexwithemily.com, where you can listen to all of our podcasts, sign up for a mailing list and check out what's going on there. So thanks, everyone, for listening. I'm here with Menace.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Menace?
I'm good. You left me this weekend.
I know.
What's going on? Where the hell did you go?
I went to Michigan to see the family.
Oh, I like Midwest chicks. They're nice.
We are. We have like good Midwestern stock.
You come up and you talk to a man.
Exactly.
You cook them dinner.
I don't cook dinner, but I do talk to a man.
You've been on the West Coast too long. But
exactly.
if you find a girl that's in the Midwest and stays in the Midwest, you're going to be taken care of.
That's true. Like my sister-in-law takes care of my brother very well.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting to be with the family and the kids. I have 3 nieces and my family, my parents, and the whole thing. And we're at my brother's lake house and, doing a bunch of Michigan type things. 4th of July, barbecue, fireworks.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it was very American.
I was on a inner tube.
Yeah.
There was there was a boat show that was coming around the lake. It was so Americana. It was great. But it's, going to Michigan always brings up so many things for me because I left, for California a long time ago. And I love California and I'm definitely a California person. But you go back and it's like, oh, this is where I was supposed to be. This is where I should have been. This is where most people from my high school are. And I've just chosen this very different route. And then I start thinking about kids. My mom's like, my little nieces are like, when can we be in your wedding? And when we can have a new uncle? And
you're like, never.
And I'm on a manatorium. I didn't explain that when she was not to the 9-year-old. But no, it was really fun. It just really, I think.
Did you make out with anybody?
No. Sometimes I feel like I have 2 lives though. I have like my family life in Michigan, and I come back to California where they all, my family thinks I'm like crazy California girl. And,
yeah, which you are.
Which I guess I am. So, how was your 4th of July?
It was good. Consumed alcohol, of course.
Right.
It was amazing, and I went to a concert. And
did you watch fireworks? You can't do that here because it's too foggy.
No, I was in San Jose, California, which is a lot more heat and clear weather.
People don't understand that we don't have a summer in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Unless you live here or you visited in the summer, no summer.
It's called microclimates, and it could be foggy on one side of the city. On the other side, it could be totally sunny. So
right.
It's terrible. Other things I did, though, I posted on my blog last night, which is whitemenace.com, and I got so much crap. I'm still getting crap right now that I'm saying that women with short hair are not as attractive as women with long hair.
Okay. And
I say that I'm saying the large majority of men prefer long hair. I'm not saying that women with short hair are not going to get laid and they'll never get a date.
Right.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
So why was this coming up and why? Why were you even talking about this?
Because I had to write a blog and I ended up. Well, then I ended up having the conversation over the weekend with a friend who cut her hair short.
Oh, and that's hard. She's probably totally having long hair envy right now.
And no, but she doesn't believe me that men prefer longer hair.
Did you tell her she didn't look as attractive with short hair?
And I said, you look better with longer hair. And do you know what she let me do? She let me take 2 photos of her, one with long hair and one with short hair, and let me put it on my blog.
Oh, that's great.
And
you got to check it out.
Yeah.
I want to check it out. So everyone should check that out. So what happened? What did the poll say?
80% agreed with me, long hair.
Like theoretically, I can understand that men would say that 80%. But if you're face to face with a chick, you wouldn't be like, oh, I wish she had longer hair. Like if you find a woman attractive, you find her attractive. It's not if she has short hair or long hair.
And I'm just saying that they, enhance their beauty with long hair.
Exactly. That's what I try. I try to do that. I try to have long hair. I've always had long hair my whole life, except for one time when I wouldn't brush my hair when I was little. My mom made me cut it, and ever since then I've had long hair.
Yeah,
longish. Yeah. So
keep it that way.
Thank you, honey. I will. So on today's show, we'll be reading your emails that you sent to feedback@sexwithemily, and some of the topics include asking girls out, why you should just do it, what happens if you have 1 testicle, handjobs, sex and pregnancy, and a few other things that you're going to hear about. And also, we have a seminar coming up. Menace, this is going to be very exciting.
Yes.
It's called Group Sex with Emily and Her Girlfriends.
Wait, what's going on in this seminar?
It's a seminar.
What?
We're not really having group sex, but basically it's me and 3 friends of mine that we are and experts that you can just kind of, people can be a fly on the wall while they get technical. Well, we get technical about what women really want in bed. So it's a seminar, and I just figured after reading thousands of letters from all the listeners, and I just decided it was time to offer my sex tips and relationships advice with a session. It's going to be a webinar. You're going to be able to see me, and it's dedicated to you and your questions. And we're also going to be giving like the real tips that men want. And it's $199 for the seminar, and spots are filling up. So
where's it located?
It's located anywhere. You can be anywhere. It's because it's a web.
Oh, okay.
Anywhere. So it's not it's a webinar. So
All
they'll
right.
be able to see me, and you can do it from anywhere in the world that you live.
Nice.
And it's going to be in the next few weeks. So if you want to sign up, go to my website, look under seminar on the homepage, and just email me feedback@sexwithemily.com.
I'll make sure to have a seat in front of my computer for
You
that
come.
one.
It's just like, when girls are talking about sex, it's like that's the stuff that you
really
like
want to
last
hear
week
because
we were-
women are brutal. When they're together, if you really want to hear the honest truth on how they feel about something,
Yes.
just be around
It's
them.
true. I mean, the other day I was actually talking to my friend. We were prepping for the show and we were thinking about it. And Jessica, who's been working on the show and doing some producing, we all of a sudden, when we were waiting for you last week, we were talking about orgasms.
Yes.
And we just came up that, like, how does she orgasm? We both have orgasm in a very, I'm not going to get into the details of it right now, but
As
in
you
a very
should.
similar way.
You gotta take notes.
And it was very weird that we both had needed the same exact thing to happen to orgasm. So I'm just going to tease you
You
with
have to
that.
get your ass slapped.
No way, I'm not talking about it. But I couldn't believe that another woman had the same thing. So it's just, I've heard this before, but I didn't know. So we talk about the real stuff that you want to know.
All right.
All right, how's that?
Now I'm very interested on what.
I know. I'm not going to tell you what it is until you come to the seminar.
The seminar.
I know.
Do
You
I
can-
get to learn
I think
how you
can sit
orgasm
in on
with the?
Yes, you can listen in on the webinar.
Okay.
I think so. I
right.
think you should, Menace. I think you can't talk, but you can listen.
I'll have a muzzle on.
Yeah, exactly. So, so it's good to be back. God bless America. Thank God it's over, though, 4th of July.
Yeah.
It was fun, but I'm happy to be back in San Francisco.
I'm a workaholic. I love being back at work.
I know you are, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's get into some mail. We're going to read mail. We've got sex in the news, and we've got tips today,
Okay.
which is very exciting.
What you got?
I got some letters here. Thanks, everyone, for writing.
Is it hate mail?
No.
What
I
do you
don't
got?
read those.
All right.
No, I don't get a lot of hate mail. But if you have hate mail that you want to send me, you can send it, and I will read it. Hi, Emily. My name is Mark from England. I have just one testicle, and I'm not so well hung. I tend to compensate with generous foreplay and good stamina, but I still lack confidence. Any tips? P.S. Love the podcast. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Emily. Okay, one testicle is not a big deal. I actually have dated a guy with one testicle. You can't really
You
tell.
have?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he had testicular cancer and got it removed.
No way.
Yeah, like at a really young age.
Tom Green had that happen. Who else?
Not a big
Lance
deal.
Armstrong?
Women are not. I don't even think you notice really. You really. It's not like you look that awkward. They kind of blend in together anyway. Usually,
Yeah.
I think the testicles, and so I don't think that's a big deal. I don't think that's anything to be insecure about, Mark. And I think, and you're not so well hung. Again, we've talked about this on the show. This is going to be inconclusive argument forever. Does it matter? Does it not matter? Sure, there's some women that are size queens and they're going to care. But most women I talk to, most women that we've come in contact with during the life of this show are not that hung up on the fact that you are not well hung.
Yeah.
I'd have to say penis size does not matter as much.
It
as
doesn't
people think.
matter. It's just the time that you put into pleasing them, basically.
Well, he says that he compensates with generous foreplay, and he's got lack of, and he has good stamina, but he still lacks confidence.
The only way you're lacking confidence is because you're thinking about it.
Exactly. I was just going to say that's total choice, Mark, that you are thinking about it. Lacking confidence is a choice that you make every day to just start to tell yourself more positive messages. I mean, that you have to rewire your brain. When you've got lack of confidence, it means that you're sending negative messages to yourself, which aren't true. So
Yeah,
flip
I
it
have.
around.
I lack confidence in body image. Like, I'm a fat mess, but I'm still getting laid. You know, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't
Women
matter
are not
'cause
that
I'm-
into, and you're not a fat mess, but women are not. Women are not that into. I don't know. Maybe there's our women who are way into the bodybuilders and whatever, but I feel like men's bodies. It's so much more about personality and about confidence than it is about like anything else than us checking out your abs.
Yeah, I had this perfect example of this girl. She was going crazy over some guy that's like totally fit, washboard abs, whatever. But do you know what? I was banging that chick. You know, it doesn't matter.
Right, exactly.
You know?
It doesn't matter. Mark, I'm just saying, just turn it around. When you find yourself self-criticizing, you just have to say 5 positive things about yourself.
Yeah.
That's what my mom used to make me do when I was little. When I was negative about something, she'd say, now you have to say 5 positive things.
I like your mom.
And it really
When are we going to
works.
get her on the show?
We'll get her back on again. She's
Okay.
awesome. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Emily, been listening to your podcast for a while. Very fun and informative. I'm 19 years old and have always been quite shy and lacking in self-confidence, so I've never really been able to pluck up the courage to ask a girl out on a date. Anyway, today I was getting the bus home from work and I saw this totally beautiful girl, spellbinding, brown hair, pale blue eyes, only about 5 feet. I'm 5'7", so shorter girls are better, blah, blah, blah.
Beautiful.
So as we're on the bus, I thought about what you said on the show about girls liking it if guys are confident enough to just go up and ask them out, and that we shouldn't be afraid of rejection. In my head, I kept rehearsing what I was going to say to her and deciding that this was going to be the time that I was going to be man enough to actually just take that step and not be telling my friends later in the day about the hot girl on the bus that I let go by. So after a minor delay due to breakdown, and as I was about to get off, I told myself, just do it. And I turned to her and said, hi, this is my stop, and I don't really do this much, but I quite like you and was wondering if I could have your number.
Mm-hmm.
She smiled and seemed surprised, but also flattered and said, mine? I told her yes, and she said that she had a boyfriend, but she thought it was nice that I asked. I said, thanks, sorry for bothering you, and got off feeling so happy and proud of myself that even though I got turned down, I didn't care because I'd been able to ask her in the first place. So
That's
finally,
awesome.
Thank you so much for helping me get out of my shell and start getting involved, and also for your helpful tips. You're amazing. Love the show. Adam, 19, Pegswood in the UK.
That is awesome.
I loved that letter. That is just so
That's
perfect.
what we preach all the time.
All the time. You just got to ask them out. And it's like a game. You're going to get better at it. Like Adam, next time, you're not even going to do the pre-thinking about it. You might just do it. So.
And look, he didn't die. He was able to
He
write
didn't
us
die.
back.
He loved it.
You know?
He got rejected. That is just how you're going to build confidence. Is just keep doing it. I love this letter.
We got
Thanks,
to frame
Adam.
it.
Email,
Put it
letter.
in
I
the
still
studio.
call them letters, even though no one writes me letters. But you could write me a letter. Okay, dear Emily, wow, great TV show. Better than Sex in the City. Way better. Is the show being picked up? Plus, great podcast. And I think that you are gorgeous. Thanks for all the good voice. John, the French guy. Hey, John, he's talking about this TV pilot that I have that I shot. I don't know where it's going to ever air on television, but it's cool. You can see my life in San Francisco. It's called Chasing Emily, and it's on my website.
It's really, really good. I was actually
really
talking
good.
about it upstairs. I was at TV.
Okay.
Because where we do the studios, there's TV studios above us. And I was talking about how good it was to them.
Really?
Yeah.
They should look at it and pick
The
it up.
The CW, I don't know if they have enough money to shoot because it's a really
It was high production.
done,
Yeah.
pilot.
I
yeah.
know. So I don't know. I mean, I still get interest in it, but if anyone wants to check it out, you can go to Vimeo and Chasing Emily and look for Chasing Emily or my website, Chasing Emily. Anyway, thank you for writing about that. I appreciate it. Okay, dear Emily. Well, I've never had more success with online dating than some hookups, with some exceptions, but never anything serious. I have to disagree about OkCupid, at least purely on looks.
Oh, it's terrible.
Menace did not like
The website
OkCupid.com.
sucks. I explored some more after that just to talk
make
to
sure
some
you know
friends
right.
and like they're really bad for straight people.
Let's see what he says. He says maybe not in San Francisco, but in Chicago there are tons of hotties. A lot of them have
Midwest.
A lot of them have kids or are 18, neither of which is particularly appealing to me, but the quality is there. I've been on a lot of dating sites, and though friends and activities are the great way to go to meet people, I'd say OkCupid is the best I've seen. I've been a member since 2005. As somewhat of an aside, I run a music podcast, and I'd be curious to think what you think is the best music for sex, work in technology, and going to conferences.
Death metal.
And such, there are often literally no straight women in my activities.
Man.
Okay, so OkCupid, I don't know.
What about you? What do you preach? I mean, what is the
websites that I preach?
Yeah.
I think that Match.com and Nerve seem to be really popular, at least in San Francisco Bay
What's the
Area
other
where
one?
I am. Nerve.
Never heard of it.
You never heard of Nerve?
Nope.
I don't know. A few years ago, Nerve, it was, and people like eHarmony, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not, but I have heard these stats, and it's true. I think it's even in one of the advertisements for Match. And I think, it's regional, so anywhere you're living in the world, there's going to be the niche websites that are right for that. But that 1 in 5, 1 in 4 people meet online now.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that number could even be higher than that, like 2 in 5. Because I swear to God, every time I'm hearing a story about someone now meeting and falling in love and getting married, they met online. Do you hear these stories all the time?
Yeah. Facebook.
Way
and,
more than you used to.
Yeah.
I never met anyone on Facebook. I know you did on MySpace, Facebook, all those
and
things.
Twitter.
of
I've
course.
conquered them all.
I have not done that. My mom said to me, though, because I think she's worried that I'm not dating and I don't have a boyfriend. She said to me when we were leaving, I was flying back yesterday. We were having lunch. And she said, do you think that maybe you should check out one of those online dating sites, Emily?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I said, I'm not really looking right now. So I'm not interested in doing that. But
Does she at least want you to adopt a baby now?
No, she's cool. She's got 3 nieces. But I think she'd be happy if I think she's getting a little worried.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just about marriage alone, or she wants?
Just she doesn't want to be alone. And she doesn't understand. Everyone there in Michigan where I grew up is married.
Yeah.
Or divorced, going on their second marriage. But pretty much that's the deal. So, so it was pretty funny and kind of sad. I felt sort of sad for her because she was sad for me, which she shouldn't be sad for me because I'm totally fine.
Yeah, totally.
Don't I seem fine?
Yeah, totally fine.
I'm on a manatorium by my own
How long
will.
is this manatorium going to last?
Well, I'm glad you asked
know.
that question because
Yes.
I really think that I should have an end date to it soon. I mean, at least in mind.
What's the date today?
Today is July 6th.
July 6th. Okay, and this podcast will probably be up July
Tomorrow.
7th.
Yep.
Whatever. Okay, so it should end by July 10th?
Why don't we say the end of July?
The end of July. All right. Sounds good. End of July.
Okay, that's a good
I
date.
mean, I don't want to force you to go find somebody right now.
I've got to go easy.
Because I want you to run into like some terrible guy just because you have to end your manatorium.
I know.
You know.
And I'm really not. It's funny. It's like when you quit something or you're on a diet, the first 3 to 4 days are hard. For me, it's like the first 3 to 4 weeks were weird, but now I'm like, I don't really think about it that much. I just kind of like my space, my home, doing my things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but if I met someone, I'd be ready to go out soon.
Cool.
July 30th. Okay. Thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. Remember, your biggest sex organ is your brain, so learn something new to do in bed. Click on the Sinclair Institute ad on my website and check out their adult sex education DVDs, sex toys, adult DVDs, and other sexy products. You'll save 50% on any Sinclair item when you put in Emily50 at checkout. Hey, Emily, I'm glad to say I finally donated to the podcast for the first time. It felt so awesome to donate $50 to a more than worthy cause. Wow, thank you so much. I've donated more, but we've all got bills to pay. I can't thank you and Menace enough for everything. I'm still single and looking, but thanks to you both, I'm not in such a rut about it. I always thought there was something defective with me since I was 28, and just as single as I was when I'm just as single as I was when I was 16. I was actually very depressed about it and was absolutely sure I'd end up alone forever. But your show has taught me that I'm not the only one and that I'm not defective. A bit unlucky than most, maybe, but definitely worth being loved someday. Well, I'm stationed in San Diego now. Maybe Mrs. Wright is here.
Hell yeah.
And all I've got to do is find her. Just know without doubts that when I get married, I'm reserving you, Menace, and both of your plus ones a seat next to my family.
Sweet.
For all that you've done, that's where you both belong in the first place. Like I said before, don't you ever stop. Sincerely, Jamal R. O'Neill, U.S. Navy. Thank you so much,
Dude,
Jamal.
Jamal, I am so jealous of you right now that you are stationed in San Diego.
Hot.
There is endless supply of chicks there. It sucks here in San Francisco. I would kill to be in San Diego.
There are so many beautiful people in San Diego.
Yes.
The weather there, better than LA.
Yes.
It's like 85 degrees all year round, and everyone's into bodybuilding and working out, and it's hot. Jamal, that was really one of the sweetest letters I've ever received and emails, and thank you so much for the donation. If everyone, we are taking donations. There's a donate button on my website. Donate through PayPal. If you want to do that, that'd be awesome. And Jamal, I'm glad to hear. I know you were feeling depressed. I got a letter from you a few months ago, and you were stationed overseas. But now that you're in San Diego,
dude, it's
look
on.
it up. And you're 28. People shouldn't get married till they're 30.
Go downtown San Diego. Just go party. Don't get in trouble.
Exactly.
Don't go to Tijuana. Stay in downtown, and you'll be good.
I know exactly. Yeah, watch out for Tijuana. Have you ever dated anyone from San Diego?
I got dumped. After a girl went to school in San Diego.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But I've partied in San Diego many times. I've met a girl. Actually, I did meet a girl from San Diego.
I think
really
that
nice
people
girl.
think wherever they are, it's bad.
Yeah.
Because we know everybody.
Mhm.
I feel like I know everybody here.
No. I've talked to many men that are from outside the area that come to visit, and they say, "Dude, it's slim pickings here."
That's
It's
what
terrible.
they say about San Francisco. I know.
Terrible.
My LA friends come here and they're like, "Really?"
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
not
awful.
good. Okay. Well, we like it here.
I love living here. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it's not like crazy where there's just women everywhere compared to other places I go. I'm sorry.
There's not a big going out night scene here where there's always places and there's populated streets with people walking around. I mean, even downtown is sparse at night, so.
But I go to Arizona. There's beautiful women there. I go to love Chicago, San Diego, L.A. I even go to freaking Boise, Idaho, and I see better looking chicks
I
there.
just think you're used to it. I think there are beautiful women here, and you got to get out more then.
What do you mean? I go out all the time.
Come meet my friends. I don't know where you're hanging out.
Oh, man. I
Dear-
don't want to date your friends.
Okay, that would be hilarious. Dear M,
No.
I love your show, but I have one issue. You are always talking about not getting serious young, which is what I was just talking about. I'm 20 years old and I'm madly in love with my boyfriend of 2 years who is 30. And yes, of course, I have doubts in my mind, but in my heart, I know that he is perfect for me. Instead of telling women to wait till you're older, maybe try saying that if you find someone you're truly in love with, age doesn't matter. It drives me crazy when you say to wait. I don't want to let things go because people think I'm too young, and I don't need to sleep around to be happy. Your whole show seems to be tailored to the frivolous lifestyle. What is wrong with being in love in a long, happy, monogamous relationship? I love the show, but sometimes I feel like I can't relate to what you talk about. Signed, Tiara.
What,
Hey,
Tiara? Do you
Tiara.
ever listen to me talk? I totally, fully support that.
Menace believes in getting married young. Honey, I feel like, Tiara, congratulations. I'm happy for you. You're 20. I'm not saying these things don't work. They absolutely do. Sure, there's many stories about couples that have been together for a long time. I'm just saying, typically, if you look at a woman, you look at a man, there's a lot of maturing and growing that needs to go on in your 20s. And it just happens that you go through a lot of changes. And hopefully, maybe you found this partner that, he's 30, you're 20, which is this very significant age difference, especially when you're 20, between 20 and 30, different than 30 and 40. So I would just say, what is the rush? Maybe you can be engaged for a while, but I don't think that there's a rush to get married. And I do really believe that waiting till you're older, you go through a lot and you learn a lot about yourself in your 20s. And it's just really hard to be in a relationship sometimes and change when the other person's not changing and stuff happens. But I appreciate you being so honest about the show. And I am not just about a frivolous lifestyle. I'd like to say that I do celebrate people who find monogamy and it works for them. But, I happen to lead a frivolous lifestyle.
I don't know. People kind of that are married get down on me for saying this, but I do believe in divorce. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Right.
But if you believe that you found the right person that you want to be with, then you know what? Age doesn't matter to me.
Right. And I'd say go for it then. You're 20. You can't even drink yet. I mean, that's so young to me. I just think 20. I mean, it's like that is, I just look at myself at 20. I was
you
a
could
baby.
get wasted and end up cheating on your lover.
Right. I would just say, why don't you give it another year, be engaged at least. And when you're doing that year, I would try to find out some important things about yourself and about him and what you want in a relationship and
Live
ask all
together.
those questions. Live together. Yeah, that's controversial, but I think you could live together. A lot of people say that living together doesn't help you get married. It kind of helps you.
Yeah, but then you find out about that person.
I think it's important. Just like when people used to not have sex before they got married.
Okay, that's dumb.
Can you believe it? That's what our parents' time. Not that
No
they
way.
didn't. They kind of probably did. Knowing my mother, she probably did. Yeah. So, okay. Another letter here.
What do you got?
What's up, Emily? You and Menace both make very valid points about handjobs. You're both correct. I've personally experienced both good and bad handjobs, and let me tell you, when they're good, they're awesome, and when they're bad, you'd rather be getting dental work done. Menace hits the nail on the head when he points out that because women don't have penises, they have no clue what they are doing down there. But just like anything in life, it takes practice. Emily, you're right about them being an awesome change of pace. In the past, I've had women do the deed in movie theaters and other such public places without anyone around having a clue. Can you say awesome? The bottom line is that handjobs can be great if performed well. Enthusiasm and lube are the key, and under the right circumstances. If we are at home together, a handy should only be a precursor to things to come are performed with a blowjob. Keep up the good work. You guys are making the world a sexier place, one listener at a time. Insane Trainer in Paris, California.
I'm telling you.
You just summed up our debate, our handjob debate. It's been going on for months now.
It should be accompanied by a nice fellatio.
Right. Little fellatio in the handjob. Never heard. I'm not saying that it shouldn't be.
Yeah, no solos.
No solos.
Yeah.
But I do just think it's a nice change of pace. The handjob. Well, we don't have to talk about the handjob anymore today, Menace.
I've been getting some fellatio lately that there's a vice grip on the bottom of the shaft, and it's cutting off circulation.
Wait. Back up. You've been getting
a
blowjob
I've been
where she's using her hand too tight
on the lower part of the shaft.
Does she have your testicles up?
No,
okay,
just
tight like how?
Really tight, cutting off the circulation. I'm
That's
like,
not
look,
good.
yeah.
Did you say anything to her?
Yeah, we've discussed.
And she still does it? She must be nervous.
Maybe.
I don't know. Don't you usually tighten your grip when you're nervous or
yeah,
anxious?
but Jesus Christ.
And she just leaves it sedentary there, tight, holding? Like,
Yeah,
is she moving it around?
Yeah, she does.
I'm
but
gesticulating now.
But it's just too much. And it cuts off the circulation, you know? And then you have to wait a little while to get back to rise to the occasion, you know?
Wow. And you still want to have sex with her?
Yeah, it's just that's the only part. Like, hey, look, ladies, calm down a little bit.
Like you have to.
I know you're really
the grip
excited to be
with Menace, but
with me, but
you got to loosen the grip. You got to,
Yeah.
you got to be able to move the hand. It shouldn't be and it should never be that tight, right?
never.
Like,
Yeah,
you should be able to pull it out. Like I'm holding a pen.
It feels
now,
like it
I'm
almost
gripping
got
a pen.
ripped off.
Right? Were you like, ouch? Did you yell?
No, but it's just like, okay, let up a little bit, okay?
The best way to do that is just take her hand and loosen her fingers.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I got a pair of pliers and pull it off.
Yeah, you could do that too. That's another option.
I know this super hot chick that wants to go to the Tool show in San Francisco
Yeah, when is it?
in a couple weeks.
I want to go.
Yeah, I'm
Do
sure you do.
tickets?
It got sold out like within 15
I'm
minutes.
sure.
I
You
mean,
never hook me up with tickets, but that's cool, Menace.
No, because you're not giving me fellatio. Why am I going to give you tickets?
Fellatio. And you know what? I would not hold your penis too hard.
Okay,
I
good.
wouldn't. I've got a good grip.
All right. Look,
Okay.
I'm not giving any chicks tickets if I'm not getting fellatio.
Right, exactly.
I'm not having chicks hanging around with
Do
me
you like
if
fellatio?
they're
Are
not.
you a big fellatio fan?
Yeah, I like fellatio. Who doesn't like
I don't know.
fellatio?
Do you find that these girls are performing fellatio and not doing anything else? Like I feel like women just
No,
sometimes just go
They're-
down.
No, they're doing.
They're doing it all.
Yeah, they're doing it all.
Right.
Look, I've been preaching this lately to a lot of my guy friends. If the girl is, I'm not really gonna say what this means, but you can look it up. If they're not DTF, I'm not hanging out with them. I'm not gonna have them around.
Downtown friendly.
No.
What?
Down to F. If they're not
They're not down to F. Okay.
I don't want them around me. I have enough friends. I don't need more friends.
You don't need more women friends.
I don't need. Yeah.
And how
I'm
long
like,
do you wait before sleeping with these women?
How long do I wait? What do you
don't
mean?
wait. You sleep with them the first night.
If they want to have sex, then I'll have sex with them.
What if they're down to F, but they wanted down to F after 3 dates or 4 dates?
Then
you don't
fine.
even take them on dates, probably.
No, I take women on dates sometimes, but I'm saying I'm not gonna waste my time and my money and just to hang out with you.
So have you found that there were some women that you thought were down to F and you go out with them and they're not?
Yeah,
and
they're
then
not
you're like,
down to F. Then I pull the ripcord.
You're
Then
like,
I'm
check-
like, cool.
check,
See you.
please.
Yeah, see you later.
Wow, you're getting a lot of action lately.
I'm just saying, like my friends, they get into the friends, they get in the friend zone with women too much, and they look back and they've already hung out with this girl for 4 or 5 months and gone out and done all these things, and they didn't even have sex with them.
But some men actually appreciate women's company as a
No,
friend.
oh God, that's a lie.
Some-
No guy wants to hang out with you just to hang out with you, Emily.
they
I'm
do.
sorry. No,
Yes, they do.
no, they don't.
I believe
I'm
that at one
sorry.
point all my guy friends wanted to sleep with me, or I've slept with them. But there does
See?
come a point. There does come a point when
You're
you're
proving
actually
my point
friends.
right now. Guys, stop wasting your time.
That is a great. But so your friends who hung out with the chicks for 3 to 4 months, where they kept thinking that this is going to be the night, this is going to be the
Yeah.
night, and 3 months go by. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But 3-4 months is a long time at this day and age, at our age.
It's cool. It's cool to have acquaintances and girls that you talk to here and there that
Right.
they're your friends, but not girls that you're gonna take out on a night on a town and not hook up with.
right.
I'm sorry, it's
Right.
crazy.
Well, I think that if that's what your goal is, and she's not sleeping with you after 3 months, she's probably not going to,
Yeah,
unless you get her really drunk, which I don't.
I don't
recommend.
recommend that
I don't recommend that at all. Not that ever works for me either.
ever.
Ever. Oh my God, never. Okay, sex in the news. Sex in space. Houston, let's get it on.
What?
Have you heard about this?
Oh wait, I think I did.
Plenty of odd things have happened in space. Animals have taken flight. The Hubble telescope has captured photos of mind-bending light shows, and our interstellar ventures have sparked more than a few flying saucer tales. But in low Earth orbit, we now know of one thing that isn't happening. There's apparently no sex allowed on the International Space Station.
No, I thought they.
Yep, we're a
What?
group of professionals, he said. Alan Poindexter, a NASA commander, would have us believe. He says, we're a group of professionals. Personal relationships are not an issue. We don't have them, and we won't. There's no word on how many astronauts may have wanted to. And you know what happens when you tell people they can't do something. And think about it. These are people who spend months crammed together in a confined space, and they're likely to experiment with science and mechanics. Surely they must be curious how zero gravity would work. So they're saying, though, no sex in the space station.
I don't believe it.
Mhm.
They've had to test this out.
Sex?
They've had
No.
It's science.
Yeah, but people are watching them the whole time, too, when they're in
Yeah,
the...
there's probably cameras on them.
How would
all
you do
the
it?
time.
Do you think they masturbate? Can you masturbate in space?
No. Who wants to do that? Who wants to be caught masturbating in space?
But don't you kind of have to masturbate if you're up in space for a while? Like, don't you? How often do you masturbate?
How often do I masturbate?
Yes.
I don't know.
You do know.
I don't know.
3 times a week?
3 times a week? Well, not when you're having sex all the time.
Oh,
you
so
don't
some
need
people
to.
do masturbate more when they're having more sex. Just there's no normal.
Mhm.
You don't have to get so
What? How often do you masturbate?
cranky.
I'm not being cranky. I'm just saying.
What's the word? I couldn't even think of it. My brain. I masturbate. I go in phases.
Did you masturbate on the plane over here?
No, but I did masturbate last night when I got home. Just
Really?
You want me just full disclosure?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was with my family.
What did you use to masturbate?
I used a vibrator.
What kind?
I used the fairy wand. It's like
wand?
it's like the
Is there a unicorn on the side of it?
no, it's like I don't even know how to explain it, but I liked it. I do. But you know what I like? My favorite is the pocket rocket.
Yes.
Yeah, pocket rocket's a really good one. It's a vibrating thing, clitoral stimulator.
Mhm.
And I was psyched. I walked in my apartment. I hadn't been home in 5 days, and I just like turned out the lights where it was dark, and I was like, turned up the lights, turned on a candle, lit a candle.
A candle?
masturbator. I love candles. My apartment is conducive to it. I've got a great apartment.
You lit a candle
for myself.
for yourself to masturbate
Yep.
to. That's kind of weird.
Well, it was like I got home. It was dark. My place was just like whatever.
Any
it was
music?
Messy. No music.
Television on in the
No,
background?
I don't have a TV.
What?
I haven't had a TV in a long time. I'm going to get one though. I don't watch TV. I know
You're
nothing.
one of those. I'm too cool for TV.
No, I'm not. I don't watch TV because I literally don't have time. And when I'm home, I'd rather be doing other stuff, like working. I'm always working. Isn't that
But
weird?
you lit a candle?
It
Who
smells
does
really
that?
good. Well, my apartment smelled funny anyway. And so it's a scented candle. Because whenever I
Yes.
come in from out of town, the windows were closed. It's like musky.
Yeah.
So I lit a candle. I put my some stuff away and I masturbated. And it was awesome. Okay, great. So speaking of masturbation, not this is about masturbation, but I'm gonna segue into the next story.
All right.
It's about sex. Carolyn Cartwright, a British woman taken to court again for noisy sex. We talked about this a few months ago, but this woman has been taken to court because she's so noisy in the bedroom. 48-year-old Brit Catherine Cartwright ignored a court-ordered ban on her noisy sex and has pleaded guilty to making love with sounds described as a murder, unnatural, and capable of drowning out her neighbors' televisions.
No way.
She's been banned from her noisy romps after hundreds, not like dozens, but hundreds of complaints. Even her postman and a woman who walked her child to school past Cartwright's house complained. And she says, I don't understand why people ask me to be quiet because to me it's normal. I didn't understand where they were coming from. I've tried to minimize the situation by having sex in the morning, not at night, so the noise isn't waking anybody, she said. However, the BBC reported a neighbor's statement about the lovemaking. She said, the neighbor said, the noise sounds like they are both in considerable pain. I cannot describe the noise. I've never, ever heard anything like it.
Oh, they're just
it?
haters.
How does she not know, though, that she's so loud?
Maybe it's just so high pitched, it's just drowned out.
She must really be in the moment, which I have to give her credit for being in the moment and not even realizing it. Because, like, when I make noise during sex, I'm aware. Sometimes it does feel like you can't really help it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, wow, that was loud. But I'm conscious that I'm making the noise.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just cover her mouth. Something.
Put a pillow over it.
She's not as fortunate as these rappers, but there's a rapper named Nas and his ex-wife now, Khalees. They were so noisy that they bought a house out in the middle of nowhere just to have sex.
You know what? More power to them. I think that's a great idea. I was thinking that because I live in an apartment building. I have neighbors, and I know they can hear because I can hear them. I don't actually hear them having sex that often, but I'm sure they hear me. Because the walls are super thin. Anyway, and our bedrooms are right next to each other. And it bothers me. Like, I don't want to have to think about someone listening to me.
Do they ever
having
smile
sex.
at you? Like, hey.
No, I don't see them that much.
How's
They're
last night?
lesbians. I don't hear them. I don't know.
Last night was good, huh?
They're like, yeah. They see the guys coming in. Well, it's been very quiet, as we know, since I've been on Mandatory. But I wonder, like,
There's
it is
cobwebs
pretty
everywhere.
intimate. Exactly. There's cobwebs on my everything. There's cobwebs on my everything. That's going to change in a few weeks. Because I think I've learned a lot in the Mentorium, and it is time to give it up, like we said.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into some sex tips.
Okay, what do you got?
I got some here. Sex isn't a race. Sex isn't a race. Take time to explore her. Focus on her thighs and lower belly. Make a mental circle 2 inches around the outside of her vagina and don't cross the line while you lick, kiss, and caress. This is what we talk about all the time. Just focus on her thighs and lower belly. Don't move to her vagina just yet, and kiss, lick, and caress, and do that 2 inches outside of it, the vagina.
What about if she wants me to?
No, you want her to
the
beg.
vagina?
Not yet. They think just say, "No, I'm just taking my time."
Yeah,
Can
you're
you take
not
time?
going to have it.
So important.
I can take time if they want me to, but if they want the D, I might just have to give it to them.
The D?
Yeah.
What's that?
The penis, the D,
The dick?
the other word, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
I don't like using words like that on the show. That's filthy. That's filthy.
You have a filthy mouth, Emily. Every time I try to subtly slip something
I
in,
say it.
You just go ahead and say it.
I try to be a nice girl. Okay, give her plenty of time. If you want morning sex, set your alarm at least 20 minutes early. A woman won't want sex if she's hurried, and she'll probably need about 20 minutes to reach orgasm. That's how long it takes, people. Set the alarm.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. That's the
Guys,
average.
you must masturbate a couple hours beforehand so you can last 20 minutes.
Some guys can last that long, no problem. Some guys last a lot longer than that. Some guys last a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the Minuteman.
You don't want to be the Minuteman.
You don't want to be the
Pre-game.
Minuteman. But if you are the Minuteman.
If you know you're a Minuteman, pregame, dude. Pregame.
But some guys, even if they pregame, they still, because it becomes psychological and it becomes anxiety. If you're a premature ejaculator, you can work on it. A lot of it is psychological.
Yeah.
We can talk about that in another show.
Got to get in the Zen mode, man.
Okay, exactly. Okay, grunts are better than nothing. She'll give longer and more enthusiastic oral sex if you give her a verbal response. Even appreciative grunts are better than silence. I so agree. I was with this guy having sex with him a few years ago, and this guy I dated for a while. And so whenever we had sex, he would orgasm, and he was like, this is the noise he made. Ready? Did you hear that?
That was it?
That was it.
The entire thing.
It was like a nothing. It was like a grunt, like a half a grunt, like a swallowed grunt.
No way.
It's so hot when a guy makes a noise. And I know that guys are sometimes self-conscious of it, but
like that or no?
That would be weird, but it'd be better than nothing. This guy, you'd think that nothing even happened. I'm like, did you just have an orgasm? Because I had no idea.
What was that?
So it's better to be enthusiastic. She'll give you longer, more enthusiastic oral sex, it says, if you give her a verbal response. I love when men respond to my sexual
Of course
advances.
you do.
Ego, baby.
I think you're an egomaniac in bed.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't remember what I'm like in bed because it's been so long.
Oh, no.
Okay, vary the stimulation. When you're all the way inside her, add side-to-side movement or up and down pelvic pressure against her clitoris to vary the stimulation. So when you're inside...
Like a milkshake.
Yep, add side-to-side movement or up and down pelvic pressure against her clitoris. You got to always pay attention to the clitoris. And side-to-side is good, too. You don't think it's not... It's less intuitive to go side to side.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think it's important. Okay, find her G-spot. Have you been curious where the G-spot is, Menace?
Not really, but you know what? I seem to find it sometimes.
Use your thumb to press on her G-spot as if you were making a thumbprint on her vaginal wall. You're shooting for the area about 2 inches inside the vaginal opening of the front side. So do you know what that is? The inside, you make this come hither thing, and it's the... You can Google it, but hopefully you should
start putting diagrams on your website.
I know I should. There's a lot I should do.
You should.
Diagrams of
I
should put
finding
the sex tips on my site.
Finding the G-spot.
You're right.
Top 10 sex tips. Top 10s people love. I've been doing those lately on my site.
I got to do that too.
You should do it. Top 10. It's really easy.
Okay.
It takes me like half hour to figure them out.
That's it?
And then that's it.
Do you research a bunch of stuff and then you...
No, it's just off top of the head.
I've got a lot of sex tips.
Yeah.
I could like top 200.
You've read so many books that it blows my mind, and I'm sure you can come up with a top 10.
You're right. I'm going to do it. It's on the list. Okay. Use your tongue wisely. When kissing, don't use your tongue like a dart, in and out and in and out. Instead, try varying motions and amount of pressure. Do you know those people who you kiss and they just like with their tongue darting in and out? It's
like a snake, like a reptile.
Yeah, exactly. Haven't you been with those reptilian people?
Yes. They bite. They do that, and then like the teeth seems like it's gonna bite your face off.
Right.
I'm telling you. You think I'm like trying to be funny, but I'm telling you the truth.
Her teeth? She tried to bite your face?
It's like, it's weird. Like, it seems like it's something out of a movie where they somehow know how to dislocate their jaw, and it like almost consumes your entire face.
I haven't been with anyone like that. Do you think it's more of a chick thing? I think
Maybe.
guys can be
like
bad
some chicks don't
too.
know how to kiss.
Yeah.
I've
really
almost
good.
had lips bitten off.
Wow.
You know?
But don't you like when a woman nibbles on your lip?
Yeah, but sometimes they just bite too hard and they pull on it.
Who are the women that you're with?
I'm just telling
You
you.
like got bruises on your penis and your lips. Now we've heard.
I have some more wounds.
Where do you meet these sex wounds? Sex wounds is what we used to call them
around
in college.
town. Around town.
I don't know, kids today. I'll be like, don't mess with Menace.
Yes, please.
Aw, poor little Menace's penis. Okay, tell her what she wants to hear. Words that she loves to hear.
Ego.
Ready?
Go
I want to make you feel good. It's so true. When a guy says, what feels good, I just really want to make you feel good. That's so hot. I can't tell you how many guys like don't act like they care if you have an orgasm or if you are pleased. So to say those simple words, I want to make you feel good.
Mm-hmm. No, I want to give them orgasms, and I want them to be pleased because I want them to tell their friends about it. That's what I want. That's my whole goal.
Because you want to sleep with their friends?
Not because I want their friends, but, it's kind of an ego boost for me to say, you know what, I did so well, she tells her friends about it,
That's interesting. I hope
like
they
that.
don't talk about me.
Why not?
Do you think all guys talk?
I don't think guys do.
Girls
I think
do.
girls, they get really deep
Right.
into
Oh, yeah. Just like
every
the
little
sex family seminar we're going to have.
Yeah, every little aspect about it. Guys, not so much. I never go into details with my guy
Right.
friends.
Well, guys don't care that much.
Yeah.
But girls are like, okay, so what did you do? You were on top, and then he put his finger where? And then you went down
Yeah.
there? And
I don't even tell my guy friends who I sleep with. The
Right.
only times they know I'm sleeping with somebody because, there's a girl with me on a date or something. But
Right.
I don't call them up and be like, hey, check,
But you
go
used
online.
to when you were younger, right? When
Not
boys
even
in
then,
high
no.
school used to. It
No,
seems. They
I
talked
never
about
say,
everything.
hey, man, you got to go online and check out this chick I just banged. I don't do that.
Yeah.
You got to
Okay,
keep it on the
that's good.
DL.
I want to see the picture of the girls squeezing your little penis too hard. I don't mean little, but your
Wow.
cute penis too hard. I'm
Yes.
assuming it's cute. Okay, ease into dirty talk slowly. It's best to test the waters a bit. Rather than immediately going for your deepest, kinkiest dirty talk, start off with telling her how good she feels. That's a nice way. Baby, you feel so good.
Mhm.
Baby, you feel so good. Do you talk dirty?
Yes, but not in that
But
way.
didn't you say that you wanted them to initiate it first? Was that you?
I want them to talk dirty. Yes, I want them to talk dirty because I'm more comfortable.
Right, because she might be like, what? I'm a
Yeah.
Mormon or something.
Yeah, because I did have one person where I tried to just talk dirty and she kind of shut me down. She's like, yeah, I'm not really into that. I'm like, whatever. You're still sleeping with me. Shut up.
Would you
I'm
say that
just
she
kidding.
wasn't into it? Just like,
She just wasn't really into the dirty talk.
lot of
But a lot of
women are.
girls are into it, though.
I'm totally into it.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of it. I love it.
Anyways, we got to
Okay.
wrap this up, though.
We gotta wrap it up. Oh, yeah. Okay, everyone.
Wrap it up every time, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much for listening to Sex with Emily. I appreciate it. You can find me on Facebook, Emily Morse, Morse, Emily Hope Morse. What is it? Facebook / Emily Hope Morse and Twitter, Emily Morse and Menace.
WhiteMenace.com.
WhiteMenace.com. Thanks everyone for listening. Was it good for you? Email me. Feedback at sexwithemily.com. Forta makes all natural sexual enhancers called Forta for men and for women that help with impotence and premature ejaculation, vaginal dryness, low libido, and they even intensify orgasms. So if you need a little boost in the bedroom or are just curious about sexual enhancement, you literally can't go wrong with Forta. Their supplements not only increase desire and blood flow, but can help your spleen, kidneys, and lungs. And seriously, what's sexier than a big, healthy spleen? So if you want to keep our show free and have some hot sex in the process, check out Forta online. That's Forta. Thanks for listening to Sex with Emily. I promise your sex life will improve.